is kind of crazy. You know, they get mad at you for not believing what they believe, but they can't provide any evidence to their beliefs. You know, the Bible has way too many holes in it for me to accept anything written in it. But one thing I do believe in is the savagery of the people of the Old Testament. If you look at those stories, you had a lot of people going to lands, invading lands, murdering innocent men, women, and children, saying that they did it because God told them to do it, or that the people that were slaughtered deserved to die because they served other gods and then walk after the likeness of their God. Cities like cities like Jericho, led by people like Joshua, savages who went to Jericho and destroyed and murdered everything in sight, except a whore who betrayed her own people. Stories like the death of all the firstborn black children in Egypt, you know. If those stories are true, when you guys go to church every Sunday, you are celebrating the genocide of your own people. Speaking of Egypt, man, Moses to me is probably the biggest fraud story in the Bible. He comes with the 10 Commandments, and the 10 Commandments are 100% identical to the 42 negative confessions. All 10 of the 10 Commandments are inside the 42 negative confessions. The 42 negative confessions was written thousands of years before the 10 Commandments was ever. Moses presented the 10 Commandments. Supposedly he went on a mountain and talked to God, and God spoke these commandments to them. But what people fail to realize is that Moses was raised in Egypt. He was taught under the Pharaoh. So therefore, Moses knew the Egyptian law. Moses knew the 42 negative confessions. As a matter of fact, Moses was on the run for violating one of those, as in murder. That was before God told him murder was wrong or made it a commandment. So Moses goes on the mount and he comes down with 10 of the 42 negative confessions, presenting them to the people like, look what God told me. That just doesn't make any sense at all. And for the sake of my people, I'm glad that those stories have no historical evidence or facts to back them up. Because if they did, in my opinion, it would make our people look worse. Because you're celebrating and partying and running around churches, jumping and screaming and shouting, celebrating the genocide of your own people. That would be almost equivalent to me going to church praising God for the death of Michael Brown or Trayvon Martin, which is crazy. And you guys are celebrating the death of babies, celebrating Passovers. That's crazy. I'm glad those stories don't exist. And I wish a lot more of my people would just challenge it and investigate it. And if you investigate, if you put logic to whatever belief system you have, logic will lead you straight out of it. You think when I started studying that I was looking to become conscious? No. I thought that everything I was looking for in Christianity could be proven. And when I dug off in it, I found out that nothing could be proven. And it made me feel like I was living a lie, made me feel like I was selling a lie and telling a lie. And right now, I'm still in the process of waking up from that lie. You dig?